we are coming off one of the worst weeks for Indian markets. The mid and the small caps, they got all the attention, but Nifty, it gave away 2% as well. But I mean, looking at Friday's session, I think there were a couple of silver linings worth noting. One, Nifty did not make a new low. It held above 21,900. It continues to do so this morning as well. And we closed above 22,000, although we have broken below it this morning. And second, the overall breadth. That improved significantly. I mean, the advanced decline ratio midweek was about 1:9. By Friday, we were again close to that 1:1 ratio. I mean, does that indicate that the bottom may be around the corner?
Good morning, Suyash, and a very good morning to all the viewers as well. So Nifty, say suppose if today also if it holds on to 21,900 level, I think it will be a triple bottom formed on the downside. Give another 50 points for the swings. 21,850 is also an important moving average support level and a weekly support level which should hold on. So as long as on the downside 21,850 level is held on to, I think there will be attempts of pullback up to around 22,200. On the upside, 22,200 has become a major crucial resistance zone, which was the earlier support. And until and unless it crosses 22,200 level on the upside, Nifty will not be out of the woods. So for Nifty to move higher or even to stabilize and a close about 22,200 is important. So as of now, it's stuck in a range of 21,900, taking support around those levels. And selling pressure emerges not even at 22,200. In fact, it's 22,050. So from a short term, very, very short term trading perspective, 22,050 holds crucial. Once it crosses that, even for intraday, it could head towards around 22,150 to 200. So a long trade could be, initiated once it crosses 22,050 with a stop loss of 21,950 and target of 22,200. But overall, I think Nifty is consolidating currently in the range of 21,900 on the downside and 22,200 on the upside. Either of this break of either of this level will decide the trend for the next week and coming few days.
All right, and what's your view on Bank Nifty? Because I mean, overall it was relatively resilient compared to other segments of the market, but on a 6-day losing streak, it was holding on above 46,500, but we have broken below that this morning. Was that a critical make or break level for Bank Nifty, ma'am?
So for Bank Nifty, the pain point was at 47,000, and a break of 47,000 itself has, created shorts. Attracted fresh shorts in the system. On the downside, 46,250 is one level that I would very keenly watch on. In case that level breaks, then we're heading towards 45,950 on the downside. And on the upside, again for Bank Nifty also, since 47,000 was the pain point, until and unless that level is crossed again on closing basis, I don't think we are looking at any major upsides immediately. So Bank Nifty, as of now, again, it has come into pressure and looks slightly weaker than Nifty because there are sectors like IT, select FMCG stocks that are supporting Nifty. But Bank Nifty, even the private banks as well as the PSU banks are coming down. So it's under pressure. 46,250 is a crucial level to watch out for. In case it breaks, the downside could extend further.
Good morning, Avni. I'll drive your attention to Compton Greaves Consumer Electricals Limited. Now, they have been granted a patent for their invention of the linear node tubular lighting system. Now, this patent has been granted for 20 years, retrospectively from August 2020. But when we look at the stock, whether it is last 5 days, last 1 month or last 1 year, it has been in the negative. Today itself, it is in the negative. It's down almost 0.96%. Do you think this patent will reverse the fortunes of this company, or is it going to be floundering for some more time?
Good morning, Ashish. So this stock, as you mentioned, it's in a downtrend only, and in fact, in spite of such a positive news, it has given a fresh breakdown below 277 level today. So technically, it looks pretty weak, and I think it is heading towards around 252 levels. For any kind of pullback up to around say 277 to 278, the selling pressure will resume. So no point taking up a trade in a stock which, in spite of positive news, it's not showing any signs of any green shoots.
All right, and Avni, I mean, overall the market was weak last week, but IT stocks did well. Nifty IT gained about 1% in a falling market, but one stock stood out for me, and that is L&T Technology Services. The stock, I mean, surged overall 2% for the week, but two big green candles on Thursday and Friday, and I mean there was a fundamental trigger. Of course, the company won first of its kind 800 crore contract from the Maharashtra State Cyber Department. But again, getting back to the stock, it had been in that phase of correction, had been correcting for the past 4-5 weeks. But that two strong bullish candles, green candles, does that negate the previous downtrend?
Yes, Suyash, 100%. The stock on a daily chart, it has given the two green candles, which have given a breakout about the short-term moving averages. So the stock had been trading below the short-term moving averages, and on Friday, it managed to give a breakout above that. Also, on weekly basis, if you see, it has formed a bullish engulfing pattern, which is a very encouraging sign. So any kind of retracements that we see after a breakout, usually the stocks retrace back to their breakout levels. So it may probably come down to around 5375 to 5380 area. But overall, it's out of the woods, and I think the stock should perform well. On the upside, it should test somewhere around 5600 levels, and the support base has been formed at 5256.
All right, Avni, and what are your picks for the day today for our investors?
So today it's a mixed bag of longs and shorts. I think HDFC Life around 625 to 630 was a breakout level. It gave a close above that level, and also above the previous swing low of 625. So around 625 to 630 levels, HDFC Life becomes a good buy. It should head towards 650 to 670 on the upside, and 615 can be kept as a stop loss. The second stock is Bharti Airtel. Again, on the long side, it has given a weekly breakout about 1200 and 1220. Even futures positions have seen an OI addition of around 2%, and major unwinding has been seen at 1200 call and 1220 calls, and open interest has been added at 1200 puts. So support base has been forming. It should head towards 1270 to 1300 in a very short term. Stop loss can be capped at 1195. The third stock, which I'm looking at, is from the defensive sector, which is Cipla. So Cipla has been managing to hold on towards 1470, 1475 area support area. And the good part is that in spite of a move below 1500, there has been no unwinding seen in 1500 puts for the current series. It shows the confidence in the traders for the stock. And I think in the short term, it should head towards around 1515 and 1540 on the upside. 1440 can be kept as a stop loss. The two stocks on the short side are Metropolis. So Metropolis has given a breakdown, and any up move up to around 1600, 1610 can be utilized as a selling opportunity. On the downside, it should be heading towards 1500. 1640 can be kept as a stop loss. And next is Bank of Baroda. The PSU banks have been under pressure, and but Bank of Baroda is a conditional call. You have to sell it only if it goes below 252 level, which would be a breakdown. Now, future positions have seen a short addition of around 1%, and unwinding has been seen at 250 put. But technically, only below 252, it becomes a sell trade for a target of 240 and 235, and stop loss will be kept at 258. So let it give a breakdown below 252, then a short can be initiated in this particular stock.